Good morning everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rick and today I'm going to give you a tour of my garden and I'm going to highlight some plants, and then towards the end of the video I'm going to show you some Hoyas that I selected and I'm just going to go over them a little bit. So for those that are new here, I basically do a video every Sunday in my backyard. Sometimes I go on a field trip somewhere to a garden center or a botanical garden of sorts. So but today I'm just going to be here in the garden and I'm going to show you some Hoyas and some plants. So yeah, over here my 1015 EPC 1015 right now at 1 o'clock in the afternoon until about 4 o'clock in the afternoon is getting direct sun, and you can see it's a little bleached out, but it's picking up some really nice color. When it gets colder here in the winter in the 50s, it gets like this really nice red stressing when it gets a little bit of sun, and it does pretty well here. It's bloomed quite a few times throughout the summer, and I think I'm going to leave it here. My experiment was to test it in getting 4 hours of sunlight, and it seems to be able to take it, and it's actually looking really nice, so I'm going to leave it. And let's see, the AH74 keeps growing into December, and it's put out like this since I moved it about a month or two ago. It's put out this vine that's about 3 feet long, and it's filling out with really nice leaves. As they mature, the splashing gets a little more pronounced. And over here we got some more winter sun stressing going on with this Saba Borneo. It's getting more and more pronounced, and it seems pretty happy. It's putting out new growth actually, so I'm going to leave it there unless it gets below 45 degrees. Then I'll probably move it into the greenhouse. It doesn't happen that often, which is nice. And this is Hoya Perfection, and it is looking really good, and it gets about, I'd say maybe an hour of direct sunlight, so it would look really stressed under grow light. I'm thinking it would really be easy to turn this plant all red. And here on my breakfast table I have a few plants that you probably have seen throughout the videos. This is a Philodendron Dark Lord. I moved it here about 3 months ago, and it seems to really like it. So I love the back color, and it's really put a lot of growth down there, so I'm going to have to probably mount it on a moss pole this spring. This pink Phalaenopsis is kind of going down, but it was in bloom for at least 6 weeks. And this is Summer Love, and I bought this at Accent Orchids, and it's been in bloom for probably 5-6 weeks, and it still looks gorgeous, and it looks like it might even put some more flowers out. And this is the orchid I picked up at the Palmer fall sale, and the seller there was Brethren. And get the tag for you. It is Anseal Gloden, and I guess my chickens laid an egg because they're making a big to-do. There's some new buds coming up, and I hope it continues blooming for a long time because it's a really pretty orchid. Another thing I wanted to show you guys is in the winter time, my Hoya camphorifolia picks up some really nice color. As you can see, it's starting, and I'll update you on the videos, but it gets really dark red. You can see some of these leaves that are getting more sun, getting more color. So it's really the flowers are really small, and sometimes I even miss them, but the foliage is quite beautiful, and it's such an easy variant of Hoya camphorifolia. And the occultata keeps on blooming. It's insane. This plant has been putting out flowers for like 7-8 months. It's really, really stunning and really incredible that it can flower so much. And I haven't been feeding it too much, but I think today I'm gonna feed it, give it some food, because it's really putting out a lot of energy into flowers. It hasn't really grown that much, but it's stunning that it just flowers all the time. And in this chaotic mess of all these plants hanging all over each other, there's some really nice stuff. Like, let me show you this Hoya over here. Has really nice leaves, and this is called Hoya Max. It's a wild hybrid from Brunilda in Puerto Rico, and I can't wait to bloom it. I haven't seen the blooms, but the leaves are really, really nice. I like the way they have this really long point to them. And over here, this is one of the Philodendron type Hoyas, and this one has some quite interesting leaves. They can get really big too. There's a bigger one, and they call this is from AH Hoyas. They call it Philodendron Sucrin. And this is a Timor West. It seems to be happy here because it's kind of like going everywhere. It's going up here, it's going into the tree. So yeah, usually what I find when a Hoya finds a happy spot and it sends these long vines up the tree, it goes into a really fast growth spurt. And now I'm just going to go over some of the plants that I selected to show you guys today. This is a Philodendron Varicosum, and it's really delicate, but it has really gorgeous leaves. And I think it's pretty cold sensitive, so I bring it into the greenhouse when it gets to 55 or below. But I've had to add a new section of this coconut fiber pole, and it just doesn't fit in there, so I might wrap some more coconut fiber. And if you've seen my last few videos, you've seen me highlight Emily Siegerist. This bulbophyllum I bought last year, and it had like 2 spikes, but this year it decided to really go out and produce all these flowers. So I only fertilized it once, and it got rainwater throughout the summer. So it really enjoyed that, I guess, because it's really putting on a show. And it's been blooming for about, I would say 3 weeks. And there's still quite a few spikes there. And the last orchid for today I'm going to go over is this Philodendron speciosa. I bought it at Accent Orchids here in St. Petersburg about a month ago. It wasn't spike, but since then it's opened up, and I'm glad I got it because it's really fragrant. It seems really easy to take care of, and I might mount it on one of my palm trees. And yeah, it's just blooming its little heart out as well. So yeah, this time of year for orchids for me here in Central Florida is a really pleasurable time because I get a lot of blooms. And Mr. Mustache here, the Philodendron, is still going, and it looks like it's gotten a little bit of some more energy because it's putting up some more buds. So there it is. And I show this one often. It's Hoya coronary, because every leaf that it puts out, it's like incredible. They all look different, and they have beautiful splashing and multi-tone greens, as you can see. It's a stunner, and I brought it out here because I'm bringing it to my garage where I have a T5 white, and I'm gonna see how these leaves react to it. So I'll keep you updated every week on what it's doing under the grow lights. If you go back to about January, February last year in my videos, I had a fruit rat problem in my greenhouse, and the rats ate a lot of my Hoyas that were hanging the highest up in the greenhouse because fruit rats tend to like climb trees and be up high. So they really did a lot of damage on some of the pricey Hoyas I had up there. And one of them they almost killed completely was this Hoya species Baton. There's an IML number for it. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this Hoya it looks like a Philodendron type variant. But what characterizes it for me that's very different, it's when it gets a little sun stressed. It gets that raspberry color, which is very unique. It's almost like a pink raspberry color. And it's quite beautiful, and I'm glad I was able to save this one, and I have another pot of it. But yeah, they did quite a bit of damage, and a lot of this is new growth. And I wanted to show you guys again this Tequila Sunrise, Hoya Tequila Sunrise, because she is on fire. I have it under lights, and every week it seems to be getting, see if I can get it focused for you. It seems to be getting more and more like this cranberry color, and the green veins are sticking out, making it a very, very attractive plant. So wanted to share that again with you guys, and it's really, really a beautiful, beautiful Hoya. And here is one of my wild seedlings. This one came from a Hoya vetoina. I think it's IML 1348. I'll correct it when I edit the video if it's not. But as you can see, it's under grow lights, and it's getting some really amazing color. This plant's not fussy at all. It's got pretty thick cardboard leaves. So I'm really excited to see what it's gonna look like, because the mother parent has orange flowers, really, really bright orange flowers. So it'll be interesting to see what this one blooms like. And the last Hoya for today is Hoya pacharawayai. I think I just really butchered that name. I will spell it on the screen. But here it is. 029. It's a hybrid from a nursery in Thailand. So if you like really big leaves with pronounced veining and very easy to grow, I've neglected this one for about 3 weeks. I had it somewhere where it didn't get any rain, and then it looked a little sad, and then I watered it and it bounced right back. So it's a really nice vigorous plant, and with really large leaves. So as you can see, it's pretty attractive. So I will have some of these available. If you watch this channel and you don't know much about me, I have a Facebook group called Rick and Swiffer's Hoyas, and I sell a lot of Hoyas on there. So if you want to check it out and join the group. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the little walk through my garden this morning. Please come back next week. I upload a new video every Sunday. And please also hit the thumbs up and comment if you'd like. And have a wonderful Sunday. And I will see you next week.